Hello guys, in last video we have discussed about the trend in theoretical manner. Now in this video we are going to discuss about how to draw trend line technically. The drawing the trend line on the recorded chart or just say after the market, it's really easier one. But being confident on our trend line in the live market is a different story. But for now just bear with me how to draw it. I am telling you, always see the swings in the market. This is the one swing, this is the swings in the market. What you need to do, you just need to mark the swings, or you need to draw one line in a such a way that it will cover most of the swing. Now you are seeing market is falling, and what your mind is thinking or your analysis is thinking, suppose here is some support area. Let me draw it again. Suppose here is some support area and your mind is saying that one, from this area maybe market will start moving upside. Now what you need to do, you need to take an entry, but you need some confirmation because already market is in the selling pressure. So how to draw trend line is the main and our how to draw trend line is the main agenda. Now in the trading view platform, just select here. What I meant is, just go here. In this section you are getting the trend line as an option. Just select trend line and just zoom out a little bit so that draw trend line from actually selling start. Suppose selling start from here or here. If I draw here, does it make sense? No. Why? Because market is moving in another direction, like market is moving sharply in downside. So what we need to do, we just need to mark it from this level, whoever the highest swing is this one. So what I will do, I will just click here and I will draw trend line in a such a way that it will cover most of the point and most of the swing, and I will adjust a little bit. So what I am covering here, I am covering this swing, here market taken the resistance here, this swing, this much swing I am covering. That means it's a good trend line. Why it's a good trend line? Because if your trend line is covering most of these swings, more than 2 swings is fine, but 3-4 is always better, and better is always make importance than the fine statement, right? So what is my logic here? Suppose if this is the support area and if market is taken support and breaking this trend line, that means from here up move will start. Now I need to make an entry. But whenever market will break the trend line, always remember, just wait for the retest. Retest in the sense, let me change the color of the my pencil. See, if market break this, market need to touch this. What is meaning by retest is, whenever market break any key support, resistance or trend line, market will move not directly move upside like this one. Market need to retest it. Market need to respect your support, resistance or let's say trend line. Market move upside, then market will touch your trend line or support or resistance line, then again start moving upside, and this is called as retest. And always wait for the retest. Without retest, it's not a confirmation side that market will move upside. If there is one more chance, if market without retesting, market moving upside because of buying pressure, and if market is breaking this high like last swing after the breakout, that means it's a confirmed breakout. This is also one more possibility. If you're not understanding what I said now, you can just rewatch it again. Now what is my logic? When market break this trend line, market will start moving upside. If you check here, market took resistance here, market move upside, retested it because it's opened at upside and retested it, and again started moving upside like this. But it just moving sideways and again give breakout, but it never came down below the trend line. If you see this one, right? So what is the best trade here? If market break this one, then it's the best trade. Now today market broken this one, that means tomorrow there is a high chances that market will move upside at least at this swing. That's the whole logic of the trend line. Now again I told you theoretically, let me teach you again how to draw trend line with perfection. As I said earlier, you just need to mark the multiple which covering the multiple swings from the live market. Now your trend line should be just like this one. What I meant is narrow in the sense the wide one. Do not mark trend line like this one, upside, this one. This is not a trend line, this is not a trend. No, breakout of this trend does not make any sense. So what you need to do, if trend line is looking like this one, just like 45 degrees or let's say 60 degrees, then it would be great. Other than that, it does not make any sense for me, and I am not trading with that trend line. For example, here market move upside. Now I missed this rally, but I want again a trend line breakout. What I will do, I will just mark some trends here, trend line here, just like this, and I will wait trend line to break. If trend line break, took resistance here, if market break the trend line, took resistance here and again moving upside, that means I will make an entry here. Otherwise I will not make an entry. Some fellows or some student, the mistake which they are doing is they are not drawing the trend line. What they are doing, market moved upside, market moved downside, and what they are doing, they're directly buying here, but because they thought from here market will move upside. But if you have the trend line ready, why you need to buy earlier? Always buy on breakout. So it's a confirmation of the trade, and you will get enough rally, and you will restrict your losses too much. Wait, let me show you again a different example of how to draw the trend. See, in this example also trend line is possible. If I mark high and this trend line is called as very good trend line. If market break this, then definitely we will get good profit. But you will say, sir, this already broken, then why we not got good up move? Because if you check the date, it's a 20th October, it's 21st October. So what's happening is market directly closed here and opened at this level, but still market is able to sustain above this trend line. And what happened is, if I draw that day trend line, which is another day which market already broken this one, that means market actually start moving upside. But in real market, your trend line should be here, something like this one. Now one thing you need to do in the live market, the thing is, if you draw the trend line, it's not always perfect. For example, I draw on this one, right? I draw this trend line. Let me draw it again. Let me adjust this. Let me draw it again. I draw this trend line. But in the live market, it should not be the case. Maybe I have drawn first time, I have drawn this one and market broken this one. You just need to adjust trend line little bit in the live market, unless you will get retest multiple times or touch the trend line multiple times. Once trend line breakout, always wait for the retest and then only trade. Drawing the trend line is not a rocket science. It's just a easier task. What you need to do for analyzing, just choose any time frame whatever you want. It's not like you only get to get trend in 1 minute, 15 minutes, or any minute you are able to mark the trend line, and you can mark it as per your analysis. See, here I marked this trend line, and if you see, I marked this trend line. If you see, market move started upside from this trend line. That's the story. You need to do same thing for the upside as well. For upside, draw from bottom to the top here. Wait, I will remove it, all the trend lines. Just a minute. Just let me draw. I need to remove this one. And always remove trend line if market is moving further or market is not respecting your trend line, if you are not comfortable with the trend line. Now I marked this one. Why it's a confirmation? Because market took resistance, swing here, swing here, swing here. That means high chances that buying comes from here, buying comes from here, buying comes from here. That means high chances that if market break this, that means market will move downside. And this, see the results in the live chart. Market broken this trend line and we got the enough money. So what is my analysis? If I do my analysis, I'm always, if I analysis saying that one market already moved a lot and I need to make a short side position at the downside. Like I need to make a position for the downside, then I will wait for the trend line breakout and then only I will make an entry. Other than that, I will not make an entry. Now, what is your homework? Just analyze any task in the live market, because drawing the trend line in the offline market or when market closes, it does not make any sense. It makes zero sense. You need to draw it in the live market and check it with the multiple time. If possible, I will share the live market video as well, but I need to check because the machine which I am using are completely different than machine which I am using for the trading. So let me figure it out something for you. But take an homework for you. Draw the trend lines in the live market. If market is not respecting your trend line, adjust your trend line little bit. And in the first go you will fail, second go you will fail, but every day if you do same practice, then you are able to catch how to draw the trend line and how to draw the perfect trend line, or how to analyze or how to get the trend every day, trend patterns every day, or let's say clear with your mind in which trend you are trading, on what basis you are trading. Trade with the multiple confirmation. Hope you got my point about how to draw trend line. It's little bit easier one. Okay. Thank you for being with me, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.